English. Auto. No?
Yeah, okay, okay. Good.
I had no idea what he said, but the noise of those 5 trial bikes was stressing the dogs out, so I waved them on and got myself out of there. Let's take you back a couple of hours earlier to something a little more relaxing. I was following the Trans-European Trail, a GPX file made by volunteered linesmen, which I downloaded and entered onto my Garmin GPS. This gave me a pink line, which I then obediently followed all the way across France and Italy. If I veered off path, the pink line would point me back to the trail. This morning I was leaving Saluzzo and rode the few miles back into the Alps. Following the trail meant I didn't need to think about where I was or where I was going. I just needed to follow the pink line. I had headphones in my helmet and most days I listened to music to pass the time. But on mornings like these, I rode in silence and let my mind wander. I got to thinking, who lives in these houses? How do they spend their days living in this tranquility? Do they mind that I'm passing? Are there others like me? Or am I alone? A little further on, I looked down to my pink line and realized I was off the trail.
Wait, wrong way?
And then, further on still, I found myself intruding upon an ancient hidden village. But it was steep and there was no turning back. I just had to hope there was a way through, and that the locals didn't mind. After rejoining the trail again, I was taken up a tarmac road to another mountain pass. And while the views were wonderful, I found I didn't really want to be up there on tarmac roads with all those cars. I wanted the off-road, where only the adventurous can go. So I headed off down the mountain. Something mildly terrifying happened as I came down the mountain. I was stuck behind a car and got lazy with the controls, putting the clutch in and coasting down using only the front brake. A short while after I recorded this, the front brake suddenly stopped working completely. Through a combination of engine braking, rear brake and prayer, I managed to avoid going straight into the car or off the side of the cliff. I later learned that I had experienced brake fade, where the excessive use of the brakes had boiled the brake fluid. Luckily, the fluid soon cooled down and the brakes began to work again, but it had been a scary lesson.
Is there a different way? I can't go?
No, ma tanto si possono dire fino al 20 agosto.
Okay.
It turns out the mountain pass was closed to vehicles on certain days of the week. I was going to need to go off the trail again and find another way round. No problem. I was on another tarmacked road heading up a mountain pass. But even though it wasn't off-road, I couldn't help but feel it was the kind of path I would never come to if I took the usual roads of the Alps. And as it rose higher, I was blown away by what I saw.